Mason and Orlando Bennett mounting the Tokyo podium to collect their bronze and silver medals, one in the men's 110-meter hurdles. What a delight for these two men. They've come a long way. So too this man, he jumped a long way. He has a third medal in the men's long jump at the World Championships for Jamaica, joining James Beckford as the most successful in the event based on the number of medals. He has a full set now, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. Jamaica has 6 at Tokyo 2025, 1 gold, 4 silver and 1 bronze medal to be 5th on the table, led by the United States of America, who have 10 7 gold. Kenya, Canada and New Zealand rounding out the top 4. Good morning and welcome to Return to Tokyo. It's our enhanced coverage of the 20th World Athletics Championships from the Japanese capital. And as usual, remember, you can watch our coverage on TVJ, TVJSN, OneSpotMedia.com, TVJ International in the Cayman Islands, and there is also radio coverage on Hits 92 FM. Well, I've got a great panel with me to discuss all that has happened so far on today's day number 5. Let's start with Daniel. By the way, my name is Ricardo Chambers, just in case I forgot. Let's start then with Danielle Dowie, the 2013 World Championship semi-finalist over 400 hurdles. 4 years before that, she was a youth silver medalist in that very event. And we also have Bruce James. It's always so difficult to introduce him because he is so many things and he wears so many hats. He's a starter, he's an administrator, he's a former athlete, and I could go on and on and on. And he is a big-time analyst. And we also have with us on Zoom, as usual, Warren Weir, World Championship silver medalist over 200 meters in 2013 and Olympic bronze medalist in 2012. I hope I got him right when he said he preferred the Olympic bronze to the World Championship silver, but that's another thing. Yeah, it's such a pleasure to have you as part of our coverage, and what a morning it was. Tajay Gayle, the morning really belonged to him, winning silver in the men's long jump competition. For a long way in the competition, it looked as if it would be gold. Yeah, he had 8:33 to start the competition. He improved to 8:34 in round number 4, but then Mattia Ferlani of Italy found 8:39 to deny the Jamaican a second world title. Having said all of that, though, Tajay Gayle was satisfied with his silver medal.
I didn't thought I had it in the bag at 8:34. I wanted to jump at least 8:40 to secure it. But I came out here with a very sore hamstring from the prelims, and I was kind of being a very, skeptic with it in the first few rounds. But I tried my best to warm up as properly as I could. I told my coach that I was going to try to get on the first jump. After I get 8:34, 8:33, I was like, okay, that's good enough, but still not the best. So I was aiming to get at least 8:40 at the second jump, but that foul, and then I think the third jump I hurt my back a bit, or either the third or fourth jump. But then that boy surprised me, but part of the game, it's my third medal for Jamaica.
It has been a tough season for you because you started out well, 8:34 in February, and then you had a slight injury, and even having to miss the national championships, and then recovering from all of that to come here and get that silver medal. I mean, this must be one of your best ever performance.
Yeah, I got the injuries because I missed Rome, unfortunately. I was supposed to jump 8:40 at Rome because my coach would prepare me for that. And after I missed Rome, I got back some load on me. And then I went to Weir, I think. I was like under 20 degrees, I think, colder than I can handle. And I got out to grade 2 strain. So I was hoping to make it to the Diamond League finals, but unfortunately I didn't. So I had to put everything in this, because if I didn't, financially, would that be really messed up for me. So,
Yeah, you know what, Rob Walker, the main commentator in Tokyo, kept saying it was redemption in the men's long jump, certainly for the silver and bronze medalists. And Tajay Gayle continuing to speak about the injuries that he's had, not just in the past, but this season as well, which makes it even more significant that he's been able to come through and win a medal. Bruce, let me start with you and your initial reactions to Tajay Gayle winning a third World Championship medal.
It's always very special when you get a complete set. Who grows up thinking, wow, I'm going to have a gold, silver, and bronze medal from the World Championships? Well, Tajay Gayle's dreams have come true. 2019, first ever World Championships, he gets the gold, 869, still the championship record here. 2023 in Budapest, he gets the bronze behind his fellow Jamaican Wayne Pinnock, who is now off to Turkey. And then today, holds the lead up to the 5th round, ends with a silver, gold, silver, bronze for Tajay Gayle. We've said it multiple times here. 8:34 at the Gibson McCook Relays this year. When he hit that, we're like, wow, this is his year. He's back. He said it very well a while ago in that interview. Injured, hurt, grade 2 strain. Really tough to come back. Even at the Diamond League final, he didn't break through at any big jumps. Granted, the conditions in Zurich were horrible. So today, well, yesterday, 2 days ago, when he jumped the 8:28, we're like, wait a minute, this is great. And then today, 8:33, 8:34. Very, very happy for Tajay Gayle and Jamaica. 6 medals halfway through at this pace. Do we hit 12? Do we hit a Daniel Dowie 13? Or a Javoy Tucker 14?
You're gonna having to start addressing him as Mr. 14.
Oh, Mr. Tucker. I thought it was Mr. Tucker.
Daniel Dowie, your initial thoughts?
What I liked about Tajay's series was the consistency above 8 meters. That initially had him in the lead when it was between him and Shi of China, you know, and count back his second best. And so he had a great series, and that propelled him. I think everyone, the entire Jamaica, was hoping that on the final jump he would have been able to turn the tables, but it was silver for him. But I was impressed with his consistency.
Yeah, very much the case. 4 of his 6 jumps over 8 meters. Warren Weir, welcome to the conversation.
Thank you, Ricardo.
Your thoughts on Tajay Gayle's effort?
Firstly, congrats, Tajay. I must say, from the first jump, he commanded the respect of the field. He commanded the competition. And the first jump was brilliant, and it led him to just set up himself for an excellent finish. And coming back from injury to getting a medal and having all 3 colors of it, a gold, a silver, and a bronze. Congrats, and welcome back.
So, Warren, I have to tell you, the medal counts. You're looking really good right now. You and I had similar numbers, but I was back-end loaded with about 5 bronze medals. You have 5 silver. Jamaica right now, 1 gold, 3 silver. No,
1 gold, 4
silver and 1 bronze. And you have us for 5 silver medals. So you're looking really good with the medal predictions.
I do, but I think it's going to get higher.
Yes. The momentum is definitely on Jamaica's side. We still have to get there. We still have to do it. But what we saw today, and I know Ricardo will get us there for the 200s, but we're really looking good.
Yeah, very much the case. Let's continue with this conversation on Tajay Gayle and his outstanding performance. Bruce, as you pointed out, he started the season with 8.34 meters at the Gibson McCook Relays in February. He ends the season with 8.34 meters as well. Let us not forget that this is the first season with this man, Kerry Lee Ricketts, as his coach. He had left the MVP group, of course, led by the great Stephen Francis, which must have been a difficult decision for him to make, because you're talking about one of the best training groups, and he took that risk. And let me come to you, Daniel. Would you say that has paid off in a massive way?
Well, he's back on the podium, and I think because he has 869 at his best, everyone would want to be able to get there. But I think the next best thing to that is to just be in the money, which is on the podium, as he mentioned. Financially, that's beneficial for him. So sometimes athletes have to make switches, and it doesn't matter how good the previous coach is. Sometimes you need a change, and I think in this sense, I would say, yes, it worked out for him, because he's back on the podium. Whatever he needed, he seems to be happy with it, so I'm happy with it.
Yeah. As president of MVP, Bruce, I know this can be a slightly ticklish topic. So, no? Oh, well in that case,
let's
talk.
The question, sure.
Let's talk. The move by Tajay away from MVP, would you say, given what has happened here, that it has worked out in his favor?
What I think Jamaica should know, Ricardo, and the whole world should know, is that the track clubs in Jamaica are actually very collaborative. We actually work very well together. And we at MVP recognize how very well Kerry Lee is doing with the horizontal jumpers. And it was a collaborative decision when Tajay decided. We worked with him. In fact, if you look in the stands on his final jump, the MVP manager, Andre Edwards, is there assisting him as well. So this is very collaborative. We work well together. I know there are a lot of people who talk about racers, MVP, elite, sprint tech. I promise you, Jamaica, the only way Jamaica can do as well as we do at the World Champs and the Olympics is for the local track clubs to work together, and we do. And so we're very, very happy for Tajay, and we can only ask for more. Let's point out, when he was at MVP, he got gold and bronze, up to 2023 when he was with MVP, and now he's with Kerry Lee, he got silver. We are very happy for him, and this is how Jamaica does well.
Yeah, very much the case. And shall we talk a little bit more about Kerry Lee Ricketts, because we know Shanika Ricketts, his wife, but also his star athlete, one would say. She's won 2 World Championship silver medals, an Olympic silver medal as well. Just how good a coach is he? And would you say he has sort of flown under the radar in recent years?
Maybe globally or maybe in Jamaica, but Kerry Lee, I said it a while ago, is an expert at horizontal jumps. And I think there's a space for specialty coaches here. In some senses, people used to say, I know Glenn and I might disagree on it, that Glenn was really great with the men in the sprints and Fran are really great with the women in the sprints. There's nothing wrong with having specialty coaches and doing very well like that. And I'm telling you, if you listen to one of the recent Glenn Mills interviews, he actually said that he took a chance, sent Oblique Seville this summer to Italy to train with the MVP athletes doing relay changes. We work together, and I know it's probably a nicer or more exciting story to think that the clubs are rivals and we're battling.
No, we only want the truth, Bruce.
No, I know, I'm just saying it might sound more exciting to think so, but I promise you, we work really well together, and that is why Jamaicans are doing it. Shanique Osborne and I are in touch like right now almost every day, and she's there with Brian. She's a former MVP coach, in case it's not clear to everybody. She's there with Brian Lavelle and Delana Keddy, and we're working things together. We certainly want Jamaica to well. Jamaica first. Yeah,
just one more on this Tajay Gayle issue, and I'll bring Warren into the conversation. So, Warren, James Beckford won 3 World Championship medals for Jamaica. He also won an Olympic silver medal in the long jump. Tajay Gayle now has 3 medals at the World Championships, and as we've pointed out, the full set, no Olympic medals yet. Is Tajay Gayle now, and by the way, Gayle also has the national record, the greatest Jamaican long jumper, or is he not there yet? I'll start with Warren before I get Daniel and Bruce in on this discussion.
One would argue that because the Olympic medal is missing, I would say it's a tie. Things and times are different. Tajay Gayle has definitely inspired this generation. A lot of kids growing up may not know Beckford, but they know Tajay. So for this generation, he is the king, but nevertheless, both men can wear the throne.
I just love how Warren separated the generations. Daniel Dowie, how do you see it?
I like that view, that it's a tie. It's really hard to not have the Olympic medal because, of course, there's this debate about world champs versus Olympics, and it's always the Olympics that comes out on top, which is why Warren chooses his Olympic bronze over the World Championship silver. So without one, it's very hard, and I think that gives Beckford the edge.
Yeah, how do you see it, Bruce?
A lot of people may not realize that Tajay Gayle was born in August 1996. Do you know what happened in August 1996? James Beckford, who Ricardo has introduced to the conversation, was winning an Olympic silver medal behind, tell me if you know this name, Carl Lewis. That's a really big deal. I find that interesting. So in August 1996, Tajay is born, James Beckford is jumping. That's why Warren Weir very correctly separated the generations. With that said, gold, silver, bronze at the highest level in the world, the national record, the championship record, Tajay Gayle, the best Jamaican long jumper in history.
All right, you heard it from Bruce James. That's where we're going to leave this segment. Tajay Gayle completes the full set of World Championship medals in the men's long jump. He wins silver in Tokyo to take Jamaica's tally to 6 at the end of day number 5.